build of the track car. There is a wide variety of them nowadays. You've got the Ariel Atom, you've got the Donkervoot, you've got the Caterham, and you've now got this, the Lotus 311. As you guys know, we have already taken this around the track. It was one of our, first cars we took around the track when we were doing the review series, and it did pretty well. But one thing I did say was, this is the worst car I have ever driven. And that's because it's too twitchy, it slides too much, it likes to unload its front wheels, and do all the stuff you don't want a track car to do. And then, that's not even the worst bit. This car is hideously expensive. If you want to buy this car, it is going to cost you 150,000 credits. So that got us thinking, just how fast can you go for the price of a Lotus 311? What this means is, we'd have to go and buy a car from the auto show. We weren't using the auction house. We have to buy a car from the auto show and upgrade it with a spending limit of 150,000 credits. Now we all built cars. We got one guy in the Lotus. That was Dolfinino. His car cost 150k. I built a Ford Mustang. Mine got, the Lotus 311 by the way is in S-Class 762. I built a Ford Mustang, the GT whatever, the one in Need for Speed, the film. That's S764, and that costs around about 135,480 credits. That guy 458 who helped me out with this challenge, I'm very thankful, built a Nissan Silvia, which is S780, which cost 100,700. Tigos built a Jaguar XKRS, which was R819, for 149,980 credits. And the Gaming Doctor built a Nissan 370Z, which is S750, which cost 120,450 credits. Now we will be getting points based on how cheap our cars was. And we did do a quarter mile drag race, but I stupidly forgot to do it, to record it. The quarter mile of Jaguar won, I came second, Lotus third, Silvia second, the second last, and the Jaguar, and the Nissan, the 370Z last. That was a mile drag race we just did, and again, the Jaguar won, I came second, the Silvia came third this time, the 370Z comes second, and the Lotus come last. Now, this was a challenge. So, what we had to do was take these cars to where the Lotus would excel, and see if we could beat it, which obviously is a track. So, we came here to Yas Marina, and I'm sorry for all the smoke. I tried everything I could to get it to stop. It does stop later on in the replay, so don't worry about that. It's already stopped now, but I just could not get it to stop. But it's, the Lotus doesn't spin its wheels up that much. It's not that bad to drive. So, we're here at the Yas Marina full circuit. We had 3 laps, I'm pretty sure, to try and beat this Lotus. And now, what we found out from the quarter mile drag race is the Mustang and the Jaguar was stupendously fast in a straight line, and we could beat pretty much everything. And I'm just walking past the 370Z. The Jaguar's already got past the Lotus, and I'm bearing down on it now. The issue with us being stupendously fast is we're not very good handling. Me being in a very heavy, very powerful Mustang, well, was always going to lead to a problem. I get over the curb and, yeah. But that would pretty much be it for the kind of what would happen during this race. The only real racing what we're going was between the Jag and the Lotus. This is for the final couple of corners for the last lap. They are battling side by side. And the Lotus is just pulling up. The Jaguar can't handle as well, but it will get the acceleration on the Lotus. Coming in under the hotel now, the Lotus is in first, but the Jag does have the inside line. But the Lotus will pull it off across because it is better handling the Jag, surprisingly, because it's a bit better than very powerful 800 horsepower Jag. But yeah, the Lotus would stay much more controlled, and it would come up to win the race. The Jag obviously in second, and the 370Z would come in third, the Mustang would come in second, and the Silvia would come in last. Now, we thought we're going to do another race, and one of the people, Gaming Doctor, in the 370Z said his car would excel at a handling circuit. So, we came to Lime Rock, the most handling circuit, for the most handling short circuit anyway, where we'd do about 5 or 6 laps and see what would happen. Now, again, sorry for the smoke. I tried everything I could and it just wouldn't go. So it'll go soon though. Don't worry. We all started very, very close, and we were very, very close. But this Jag was very hard to control through a corner, and it was very hard to overtake because you get to a straight and it would fly off. You couldn't get around in the corners because it was always sideways. It was making its car extra wide. And Sylvia was struggling a lot with drifting problems, and the 370Z was, well, suffering from a lot of dead horses. It didn't really work. As you can see, I did get my nose on my Mustang up ahead of the Jag, and I would keep my Mustang up ahead. The 370Z was bearing down on the Jag now, and we're all kind of going nearly like there's too wide behind the Mustang, going into that final corner, and I was now bearing down on the Lotus as well. I was pulling that Jag with me because of how fast it was. One of the issues I had with my Mustang was the brakes. I did upgrade them, but this is a very heavy, very fast Mustang. What you got to remember is that, you know, it's not going to hit a stop very well. The Jaguar is pretty good on its brakes, and obviously the other two cars are incredible. They're very, very light. The Lotus, we know, is very, very good on its brakes. But we're now kind of, you know, it's starting to get a little bit, the pack's starting to spread out a little bit, but me and the Jag are still up close, and the two Nissans back there are pretty close. I'm really pushing my car now to try and catch up to this Lotus, because I knew I could really do it. Now I've got my car up to proper racing speeds. I'm doing proper well. I was bearing down on Lotus pretty damn fast, and I was pulling that Jag with me. That Jag was just pulling me, and as you can see, the Lotus wasn't having the best time either. The driver Dolphino said he absolutely hated driving that car, and I completely agree. Like I said, I hold that to be one of the worst driving cars in Forza history. It's just horrific. But you know, coming on to the next lap, I would get the braking part down, and it was going incredibly well in the Mustang. The Jag got a better line, and we would get incredibly sideways. And I was running race tires and this thing. I was running about 600 and something horsepower, 650 I think I was running. But it didn't want to get stopped. It didn't want to get traction. Yeah. Which led to a couple of issues, of course. It always was going to. But it wasn't as bad as what you'd imagine it to be. The Jag is obviously faster in a straight line, and I am currently defending from it. I do go a little bit wide. I have a very, very tight brown pants moment with the tyre bundle there. But I do manage to pull it off. And this would be, again, where it all go wrong for the Mustang. And it's all going fine now. I put a wheel on the grass, and that's not going to affect it. We're on a straight now, so it doesn't really matter. The Jag would come up, and I knew my best place to get this Jag would be on the brakes. But I left it a little too late. And that happened. Yep. I outbraked myself. But, you know, then the Lotus had an issue. This was the final lap. The Lotus had a crash, and as you can see, every single one's coming past. I had a very good recovery drive. I could not come back and overtake anyone though. And you can see, the Jag's passed, the 370Z's passed, and the Lotus is still, you know, in third place. But again, the Lotus would have an issue, as you saw there. And, you know, the Jag would take victory. 370Z in second, the Sylvia in third, and the Mustang in fourth. You'll see it coming across the line now, and the Lotus 311 puts it in the pits. I smash off the Jag. So, you know, there are the scores for the races. Now the next thing we'll test is a 0 to 100 to 0 challenge, because obviously that's where this the Lotus will do pretty well, because, you know, it's good at that kind of stuff. So here we go. Lotus is setting the benchmark, obviously, because that's what we're testing our cars up against, and it had been pulling its own up until about now. We was offering ABS off. We would literally be slamming the accelerator on to go, and we'd be slamming the brakes on to stop. So I was getting fed up of running ABS on, so I was like, we're going to change it because I hate it. Next car we should be going, I think it's the Jag. I don't remember. We'll see now. Oh no, it's the 370Z coming next, and the 370Z would, because it has no horses pulling the car, it wouldn't really get stopped. Well, it wouldn't really get accelerated. It get stopped very well, but the Lotus was still in first place. The 370Z would go all the way around there. And next you'll see, this is my Mustang. And I had incredible amounts of torque there off the start. I do get a little bit sideways. I do not do very well. And as you can see, I instantly got off course. But what you will see is I get accelerated. I'm on the brakes very early. And stopping this big beast in nearly the same time as Lotus 311, that was incredible. Look at that. It's very good. Ignore all the revving engines. It's just Forza replays being Forza replays. Anyway, the Jag was next. And, well, yeah. that demolished us because it gets accelerated so fast. I can't do anything about the spinning wheels again. Forza replays being Forza replays. The last thing to go was the Nissan Silvia, and we thought this would do pretty well because obviously it's very light, it gets accelerated pretty well. But you see it's coming up to us now. It's on the brakes and it just pulls up just in front of the Mustang. So the 370 in last, Silvia in second last, and the Mustang in fourth, the third, the Lotus in fourth, and well, it's the other way around. Yeah. Anyway, so do our cars go faster than a 311 for cheaper? So the way we based this off was a 5-point system. First place would get fifth, the 5 points. Second place fourth, blah blah blah. Last place would get one. So the cheapest car was the Nissan Silvia. The best at a quarter-mile drag race was the Jaguar. The best at a full-mile drag race was the Jaguar. The best at Yas Marina was the Lotus. The best at Lime Rock was the Jaguar. The best at 0 to 100 was the Jaguar. You can see a repeating theme here. So, in last position for this challenge is the Lotus 311 with 15 points. So, we're instantly doing better already. In fourth place is, with 15 points exactly, so it's exactly the same as the Lotus actually, is the 370Z. It's not too bad. In third place, with 16 points, is the Nissan Silvia, which would mean the Jag and the Mustang had to go. Who came second? With 18 points, the Mustang came second, and coming home in first place is a Jaguar XKRS with 26 points. So what have we learned? For the price you can have a Lotus 311, you can have a Nissan Silvia, which is pretty oversteery, 370Z, which does have very much power, a Mustang, which is very good, looks incredible, sounds very very good, just didn't handle very well, or you can get a Jaguar with 800 horsepower and no rear tyres because it just spins its wheels up. So, that is some very good consumer advice. But, what would I take honestly? Taking my love away from the Mustang because I drove it, if I was looking at these cars, because obviously the Lotus is probably better around the track than all our cars if we put proper race car drivers in it. But if I were to honestly have a car out of these, I'd probably take the Mustang just because it's coolest. It sounds incredible, it drives very very fast, and it's just great. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and now you know what cars are faster than the Lotus 311 under the price range. So yeah, if you've enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more challenges like this in the future. I will link the guys down below, that Car Guy 458 and Tigos down in the description down below because they did help me make this video. Make sure you go and sub to them, make sure you go and check their videos out in it as well. Comment down below also, what car would you take out of these and what car would you take instead of the Lotus 311? Also, comment another challenge like this. If you think there's a hideously expensive vehicle, maybe like the Cadillac Escalade. Can we build a car that's better than that for a rich price? Anyway, that's it from me, Tim BC Hyper, signing out.